And we ended up, I kid you not, at level 43 on our guns, which is absolutely insane. We found the absolute fastest way to level up your guns in Warzone Pacific. I want to give a huge shout out to Pongo, who let me know all about this. It is faster than the top secret contracts, and it is going to get those guns leveled up so unbelievably fast. If you find this helpful and or valuable, do me a favor, drop the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and let's dive on in, baby. The first thing you want to do is go ahead and make sure to put on double weapon XP. If it's not already a double weapon XP weekend, if it is a double weapon XP weekend, it does not stack, so do not put it on and waste your double weapon XP. Next, set up whatever gun you want to use, and then we are going to go ahead and hop into Rebirth. Once you make your way into Rebirth, of course, you're going to need to get enough money to get that class. That way you can level up your guns. I will let you know, I had my gun at level 9 whenever I got this, and we ended, you'll see at the end, at a ridiculously high level that literally blew my mind. I was not expecting it to make this far, and then when I got there, I was like, there is no way this is leveling this fast. Obviously, this weekend is double weapon XP, and double operator XP weekend, but you can do the exact same thing once you add your own double XP if the weekend's over. So don't worry about that. Just make sure you have that double XP on. So you want to go ahead and grab your nearest helicopter. This is going to be super helpful, but later in the video, you'll see I end up just tossing the helicopter because I just can't use it. It ends up getting shot with a bow. So I'm telling Rara, I'm in the game with Rara, and I highly recommend you do this with a friend because it is going to be 10 times more difficult without a friend. At least do it with teammates or Phil on or something like that. You're going to want your teammates to go ahead and grab things off of the ground. This is going to be the fastest technique. You want to go for the supply runs. It's not the only thing you want to do, though. So please don't click off now because that's not the whole story of the video. So you need to go for supply runs off rip. You have your teammate run, go grab supply runs, and then you're going to run to the supply runs as well. You're going to see right here, we didn't even get this one done in like a quick amount of time. Rara ended up getting stuck in a gunfight. I had to rotate around, and we still ended up getting this one, and then we'll move on. But as you can see, I'm running inside the building. And again, the whole reason that I'm showing you guys the whole game, it's not because I want you guys to get the whole view or anything like that, because for some reason people still continue to think that all I care about is myself, but that is not the case. I feel like I constantly need to show you guys the full gameplay. That way you believe that it happened, because every single time I just post little tips and tricks and it's just like cut here and there, people are always like, oh, that's not even real. I bet I didn't even level up your guns. This is 7 games put together. I'm like, why would I even lie about that? That doesn't even make sense. But as you can see, we're going to get a couple of kills here and there throughout the match. But I'm here grabbing a kill right there. There's a guy shooting me inside the building. I'm just dipping, dodging, diving, and we are trying to get the heck out of Dodge. Rara ended up grabbing that supply run, and I'm like, you know what? I don't have anything else I can get right now. I'm going to go for the scavenger, and we're going to get the scavenger done. Rara and I are communicating back and forth. Hey, you get this. I'll get this. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm just trying to get as many contracts as I possibly can. I don't care what it is, as long as it is not a bounty contract, because those are going to be the hardest contracts and they're going to take the most time. So try and get a scavenger, try and get a supply run, and then after you get those two, if you have to do a recon, do the recon. But I promise you, you're not going to run out, because for some reason this map has an abundance of contracts. Do not tell your friends about this, okay? I'm just kidding. Tell all your friends about this. But we already have our second scavenger here, and now we have to rotate out. I'm going to end up getting caught by someone, but Rara's gonna make it down right here. I jump out and there's a guy to my left. I get absolutely shredded. This dude must be on TTV or something. He's disgusting at the game. Good God, brother. Rara's gonna go ahead and push down, making sure that I stay alive. He's not gonna die out or anything, and he's gonna push down and he's gonna get that last contract. He's like slowly pushing and stuff like that. In reality, that's what he was supposed to do, but he didn't. I ended up going back for my guns anyway. He gets stuck at the loadout trying to make it down, which is kind of the problem. But he did end up kind of waiting for me to come back before he engaged anything, because you want to make sure you stay alive. So he gets pushed over on the right hand side. I'm like, all right, fine. I can't, or you can't do it. I'll run and make sure that this happens. So I run and I hear a guy below me. But when I push down, I want to be very careful to make sure that I'm catching people off guard, because if you're going for kills, it's not going to be the fastest way to get this done. Okay, you want to make sure that you're focusing on those contracts. So I'm dodging this man to the best of my ability, and if I'm getting shot, I'm running away. Do not worry about these kills, because I promise you it's not going to help you as much as you think it's going to help you. The next thing I do is I see on the minimap that we have a supply run, and you're going to notice that the theme of this video is supply run on supply run on supply run, and it's going to be super quick because these supply runs actually end up putting it, in most cases, to the nearest buy station to where you are. So once you grab it, you're gonna easily get to that buy station. Just do it over and over and over and over and over, and it's gonna be super easy to get these guns leveled up because you end up with like 3 levels every time you hit one of these. Now, the beauty of doing a ton of contracts is every time you do a contract, the amount of XP you get goes up. Next contract bonus, you just saw it, 120 experience. So every time you do that, you get an additional 20 experience, 20 experience, 20 experience, and it keeps happening over and over. You just saw I went to level 14 on my gun, and I was like, oh, it seems like this is starting to work. This is kind of starting to work. And again, the more you grab these contracts, the more they're going to compound on each other, and you're going to get more XP and more XP. So it's like doing this, you do need to get as many contracts as possible because it's not going to be fast if you just get 5 contracts done. If you get 10 to 12 contracts done in a game, it is going to be, you're just going to be blowing through these levels. I leveled up this gun so much in this game. It literally blew my mind. We just hit level 14 a second ago, and now you're going to see that it hit level 17. That's 3 levels. 3 levels off rip on one contract after the other contract. So that's like, it went from 120 to a 150 bonus on the next one. It just hit level 17. You just saw it right there. And you're going to see right now is the time that things start compounding. This is where things start getting kind of cool, is because I'm going to go up this ladder and we're going to get this contract right here. And then you're going to see something really, really nice because all these contracts were laid out in like the perfect place. And I'm not saying like, you know, this obviously wasn't a great game, but you can still get probably quite a few levels, especially if you're starting at level 1 to, you know, 1 game of Rebirth, which is insane because these are like 12 minutes long. So that was contract number 6. The next contract, by the way, level 19 after 17. The next contract is 180 bonus, I think. So that's quite a bit. We grab another supply run and we end up being able to make it back to this one. And guess what? We're going to go to another supply run that's sitting inside that building. Again, we got really lucky with like the people and where they were sitting, especially with how few people there were, which is kind of the beauty of Rebirth, is sometimes the lobby dies out really quickly, but this was insane. Again, I highly recommend that you're doing this with a friend because it's going to be a much more enjoyable experience and a much easier thing to do, especially whenever you can just run the map and just keep getting these supply runs over and over. Someone grabs a supply run, someone grabs a scavenger, someone grabs a supply run, someone else grabs a supply run, and it just keeps going. Obviously right now we have Rebirth trios and that's it, but you'll see Rebirth quads is going to come back, Rebirth duos, stuff like that. Rebirth duos, people die out so fast. So the coolest thing about that is you can literally drop in, everyone dies out, and then you just do contracts for the whole game and you don't worry about anyone else. So a lot of these game modes are actually going to help you with this. Hopefully Raven doesn't fix this because it's giving too much XP, which is mind-boggling, but I think they can't do anything about it because it wouldn't make sense. This is the right intended amount of XP, just like the other one was, but it's okay. So the last one right there, we finally end up getting one that goes to a different place, and believe it or not, this isn't even the last one we do. We get more and more. We're already at level 26. It's only been like a couple of minutes since we were literally level 14. That's insane. This is why you want to get as many contracts as you can and keep them compounding. It was the same idea as the top secret contracts, but in this case, you're just doing like supply runs and scavengers and stuff like that, and you're playing Rebirth not for like team deathmatch or to get a win or anything like that. You're playing for as many contracts as you possibly can. So once you grab that loadout, you just get as many as possible. That is the biggest deal. It doesn't matter what the contract is, as long as it's not like a bounty to where it's, as long as it's something that's not going to take too much time. That's kind of the whole thing right there. Just make sure you're not taking up too much time on a bounty, because this is going to change the way that you level your guns, and it's going to make it so much easier. No one else has this video up for some reason right now, and I don't know why, because it is so insanely good. So Rara said he was actually going to be able to reach around that left side and grab this one, because I knew that I was not going to be able to get up. I luckily got up the rock somehow, but he was actually already over on that left-hand side. So he pushed for it, and I was like, all right, I guess I'll push with you, but I'll stay close to the edge, because we knew that there was a guy in this building. So again, we're dodging people. I get 3 kills in this, okay? I get like, well, maybe I get like more than that, but I get very few kills in this. I think I end up getting more kills at the end once we run out of like contracts to do. But we have this scavenger right here. I'm going to push this right side because I saw that there were people in the building. Rara pushed right at him like a crazy person. But he ends up pushing down, grabbing this scavenger. And I think that there's, yeah, another supply run. You can see on the mini map right now that I end up just pushing straight towards after I grab this scavenger right here. So I push around, I grab the scavenger instantly. I look at the map. I see that there is another supply run, and I'm going to go ahead and push that. And we're at the end of the game. We're a 310% bonus. 310% bonus right now. That is insane. That is mind-boggling. So we're going to get this last one done. We push straight over to it, and I think there might even be one more after this. I keep saying last one because I'm thinking, how many did we get done? So I'm going to push straight to this, and let's see what pops up on the mini-map after that. I think, yep, there's another supply run up top. So again, just dodge everyone. Don't care about bullets. Stop worrying about whether or not you're shooting enemies. That is not your goal. Your goal is to get your guns leveled up, so you're dodging everyone, every single person. So that is what you want to do. Just push over, try and get this supply run right here, and try and make it happen. So I make it over. I see a cluster strike on me. I'm like, all right, I'm just going to go inside the building and dodge these people. I run inside. I go ahead and I get this supply run right here. I jump out and I immediately get absolutely demolished by these guys. I'm like, Rara, can you please grab that? I'm getting destroyed. He goes, yep. So I lay down. I'm at 1 HP right now. 1 HP right now. And I barely survive. Now, there is nothing else on the map. I got 15 contracts done, which is wild. Absolutely wild. And you can do that too, as long as you don't worry about getting kills. Now that we're at the end of the game, I'm just vibing out. I'm just pushing people and like trying to be sneaky, because the longer you stay alive, the better it is for you whenever you're trying to get like kills and stuff like that. So you just stay sneaky. You stay like, you know, hidden away. Once you make it to this 4th circle, that's when things are going to get obviously ridiculously hard, and there's not going to be any more contracts more than likely. So there's just no reason to worry about it. So you just kind of go for kills at this point with whatever gun that you have and whatever you're trying to level up. You get the knocks, stuff like that. You're getting experience no matter what you do here. So just play it through. Play the rest of the game out. Maybe you can get a win and get a little bit of bonus experience. I mean, that would be fantastic. Rara ends up getting killed right here. There's nothing I can do about it. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to stay alive. I'm going to catch people as they go across. And that's what I do. Cooper Carbine, by the way, just leveled up to 17, hilariously enough. And I knew that there were 3 people in this building. So I took the roof. I got this free kill right here. I dropped down. I've got the Cooper Carbine in my hand. I'm in the storm. I have no health. And I still get another kill. And that is where we died. And we ended up, I kid you not, at level 43 on our guns, which is absolutely insane. You can get upwards of 30 levels. 30 levels. I got what? 34 in this? What? That's like half of your gun being leveled up. So do this trick. It's going to be super helpful for you guys. If you enjoyed, drop the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications to never miss another piece of valuable content. Have a great day. Peace.